Do you remember when Jeff said that D.Va's going to have a skin in the next event that's literally going to break the internet? I remember this. So the anniversary event is going to have a skin which will totally break the internet. This is what Jeff says. Okay, well, check this out. Because Stranger Quark 256 on Reddit, he's found something. Because there's a brand new K-pop band. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, K-pop. D.Va's from South Korea. It makes sense. I remember when I watched the K-pop performance last year at the Blizzard event. It was amazing. I didn't know what I was watching, but I knew it was just the best thing ever. Anyway, right, this user has found a video to a band called Cherry Bullet. This is a brand new K-pop band which has been put together. In their video, they are clearly using D.Va blasters, the bunny blaster, although it looks like it's got some sort of like jewels attached to it, but it is D.Va's bunny blaster in the video. This could be incredible, ladies and gentlemen. We could actually be looking at a real world tie-in with something which is, well, I mean, it's a South Korean band. It's a K-pop band. You're going to have to enjoy that type of stuff to be aware of this. But this could be mental. This is sort of like, this would never have happened before in Overwatch's history. They do not put things into the game that are actually in real life. So, well, I mean, like, imagine having like I'm trying to think, like a New York Yankees skin for Zen, but it clearly has New York Yankees logos on. Okay, Zen's got the baseball skin, but it doesn't have the logos on, right? It's not a tie-in with that brand. If this is true, I mean, this is a bit of a stretch, right? But why the hell have they got D.Va bunny blasts in the music video? What the hell? The internet will break, I guarantee you.
Had sources to tell me that I am been told to expect major changes to Overwatch. Like all the things that I've been complaining about almost every day and every week for the last 2 years. I think I brought this up on last week's show. Sources do tell me that major changes are going to be coming to Overwatch, and they might even be coming to Overwatch League first. So before...
Okay, wow. This, if true, could be absolutely huge. Now, remember, take this with a little bit of a pinch of salt, but what I will say, Slasher in the past has been known to have some really solid information. In fact, hell, most recently, he told us where the destination of the Overwatch League 2019 final would be in the Wells Fargo Center, and we've got more information on that in this video, but he told us that like a week ago, and Blizzard have only just announced that, so he's got some good sources here, but again, take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt, but I do think there's probably some credence to what's going on here. Anyway, the interesting thing here is major changes to Overwatch, and what does Slasher stand for? Well, Slasher wants things like role queue, he wants forced meta and stuff like that. That's exactly stuff that we've been asking for in the past. When I did my interview with Jeff, I directly asked him about this, and Jeff said, yeah, I want a forced meta, and I want role select, and I want individual SR for each hero type base. That's what he said, but he said it's going to take a lot of time to get that working. But we kind of got the gist that, yeah, Blizzard are working on this and they know it's an issue that needs to be solved. The other super interesting thing about what Slasher has said is if this is true, they're going to try it with Overwatch League first and then put it into competitive. This is really weird to me because there are some pros and cons to this. So the pro is, well, you've got pro players, right? So these guys know how to play the game. They're the best in their roles, and it's going to make for a more varied, sort of flashier game style because we'll see more DPS. We won't see boring comps like Bunker Comp or just goats everywhere, which, by the way, goats is actually fun to play in, but it's not very fun to watch. So they've got like a test environment there where they can say, look at these are the best players, and the game looks so much better now. It actually really works. This is really cool and it's great. But really, how does that relate to us as players of the game? It kind of doesn't, but it gives Blizzard a nice little test bed, and it gives them a nice way to show off what's going on. But I think, crucially, it gives them a really nice way to advertise Overwatch League again. So maybe if they do this for the start of the next stage, let's say, they go, okay, stage 3 of Overwatch, it begins, or of Overwatch League, it begins. And by the way, there's a new system. It's a role select system. It rolls out in Overwatch League, but then it's also available in the game as well. Or maybe they show it us for a week in Overwatch League, then they give it us in the game. Maybe that could be the play Blizzard are going for. The other thing is, well, without giving it to the player base as a whole, I mean, the pros are not playing competitive, so why does that matter to them? You know, we need a system where we're going in on our own and we can match with players to build a team. The pros are already walking into this with 6 players in a team that's highly trained, highly coordinated, and they all play specific roles, right? It's not like it's, okay, 6 random guys, they've all got the same rank, let's stick them together and it'll be fine. So that's the difficulty. How Blizzard implement that is going to be huge, and if Blizzard can do that, it's going to be absolutely massive. But I think there's some kind of interesting murmurs going on, especially with what Slash is saying, and with what Jeff has said to me, and he's said to other people as well. I think he's done some interviews with other publications and stuff where he's murmured about this. So I think it could be an interesting time for Overwatch. And you've got to remember, guys, like, we've got the workshop now. So that ticks the box for really super fun, casual Overwatch fun, right? Just straight up fun. I love the workshop. It's my most played mode, basically, right now. I play it more than I play competitive, but I still really like competitive. But what I don't like about comp is wasting my time in team comps that just don't work. So if Blizzard solve that, and they solve that by role queue, they solve that by forced meta, I think this could be one hell of a year for Overwatch. And then next year, where do we go from there? Like, it could be incredible. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I think, honestly, this is massive. I think this could be massive if it's true. Of course, I mean, remember, this is just rumors. You know, it's from what Slash has been told. We don't know what his sources are. A good journalist is always going to protect their sources. They're not just going to go, well, yeah, I was told by this guy, and then just name drop people, because that's how you lose sources, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, funky times, right? The Numbani Mystery. Since the arrival of Efi and Orisa to Numbani, it has required some minor care and handling in the Overwatch universe. We recently neglected that care, and regular service to Numbani International was interrupted. However, with the arrival of the sunny Havana destination, service to Numbani, just as it was before, has also been restored. We appreciate the keen eyes in the community who reported this and apologise that it has taken a couple of days to address. Please resume enjoying your coffee aroma, and thanks for your patience. Now, that's a post from one of the devs on the Blizzard forums. Now, this is in reference to the missing mystery, the great Numbani mystery. Where the hell was Numbani? It was not in competitive at all. Now, it was in quick play still, and you could still play the map in custom games, but it just wasn't in competitive. This was really weird. What the hell's gone on? Was something wrong with the map that Blizzard doesn't want to actually tell us? Was there an exploit on the map that maybe could have broke the game in other ways? Who knows? But you know what I was hoping for? I was hoping they fixed the airport. And as you guys can probably tell, I mean, there's a crack in the back of the wall there. So maybe this is just superficial damage, and maybe this is like, okay, that's always kind of going to be there. It's structural damage, and then oh god, no. I mean, it's actually just the worst thing is, right? They've changed the poster. We've got the Havana poster, but they've just like who walked into this room? Like, can you imagine like the maintenance guys? They turn up, they're like, yo man, we've got to put the new poster up. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, for a start, we'll put the poster on slanted, so it's like the poster's actually been punched by Doomfist. Even though Doomfist was like literally a year ago, lads, it's fine. Look at the state of the room. Blizzard, you've got to fix this map now. It looks really silly. It looks really, really silly that this hasn't been fixed. It makes Overwatch feel like a world that isn't alive, so I think it's about time we fix the map, guys. Right. Anyway, that's the Numbani mystery. We still don't know why it wasn't in the game, in the competitive map pool, but it's back. Yeah. So we've got a little bit of Overwatch League news as well. So we've got the final stadium for the 2019 season. Now, if you guys remember, last year it was in the Barclays Center in New York City. It was incredible. It was ridiculous. Spitfire won. I was there. It was awesome. I was on the stage like an absolute idiot. It was the best. I loved it. Anyway, this year it's going to be pretty close to New York, actually. It's going to be in the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Now, you probably think, oh, there's a bit of a conspiracy. I mean, I'd agree, right? What's going on here? It's like shock. It's not shock. It's the other orange team, Philly. Fusion. They were in the final last year, right? It was West Coast last year. So we're still on West Coast, and we're still pretty close to New York, and Philly is still kind of involved. Will they get to the final, though, this year? I mean, you don't know. Like, Spitfire and Philly final last year was kind of not what people predicted. Everyone was expecting NYXL to do super well, but of course they got knocked out. Spitfire had that insane run in the playoffs. Like, everything just came together. Anyway, these are the details we've got for the final. So this is what Blizzard say. The grand finals will be held at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on Sunday, September the 29th. The two teams that qualify for the grand finals will compete for the league championship trophy and a share of the $1.7 million prize pool, with the winner getting $1.1 million and the runner-up taking home $600,000, which is obviously a nice chunk of change. They also say the grand finals will be live streamed on Twitch and broadcast in the US on the ABC network at 3 p.m. EDT. It will also be available on the ESPN app, OverwatchLeague.com, and the Overwatch League app. Additionally, the grand finals will air globally in the following markets: Canada, China, France, Germany, Russia. Tickets will go on sale for the 2019 grand final on the 7th of June. And you can sign up for email notifications. Of course, there's a link in the video description to this. So yeah, you'll be able to sign up on the 7th of June. If it's like anything last year, it's really going to be something that you guys want to check out. If you are local to this, I'd absolutely look at getting a ticket, because it was totally worth it last year just for the spectacle of it. It was crazy. Now, for me, I'm in Europe, so I kind of would have liked it if the league finals maybe went to London. It would have been really nice, I thought, if the previous season winners, that was the city where the final was held. But okay, things are kind of a bit complicated, I guess, and most of the teams are in the US, so it makes sense to have the finals in the US. Blizzard, a US company, why would they just suddenly go to London? I don't know. But yeah, I kind of wanted Wembley, but I think that's a bit of a pipe dream, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, finals are coming, and it's going to be awesome. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, tell your granny, like the video, all that usual jazz and whatever the hell you guys do on YouTube. And yeah, I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.